Hey there, Hunter here, and today we're going to be doing another robot video. Yep, that's right, we're going to be doing another robot video. And this time, I actually did this video a very long time ago, back during, like, the beginning of my YouTube channel, which it was in the video featuring me actually demonstrating the MIP app, but obviously, I was having some problems with trying to download the MIP app since, once again, just like with the RoboMe app, you know the whole thing about the RoboMe app where it's first of all, it was only for iPhones anyways. iPhone 4, 6, 4th gen, and iPad 3. Well, the remote telepresence capability was gone like long ago, and plus that was the main flaw with the like functionality of the app. Like that was the worst part of it, was the Wi-Fi programmable like remote telepresence capabilities, how it sounded like crap. Watch the On Our Shelf video and you'll see everything wrong with it, or it really needs a desperate attempt for an update. I mean, the biggest big red flag was just that they needed to make a version for Android so they can have a wider range of people to sell this thing to. Which I don't know if I mentioned this. I probably mentioned this many times, but there was also this similar robot called Romo. He's kind of the same thing as RoboMe, where he's also for iPhones as well. He was a Kickstarter robot from 2014. He was basically like an iPhone, but it's kind of like RoboMe a little bit, because I saw there was a video of somebody that had all those kinds of robots, and RoboMe and Romo were in there as well. So my point is, I did this like a very long time ago, but the video got taken down because of copyright claims, and now it's completely lost. Now that I think it's still, I think it was, I deleted it probably, but yeah. But anyways, but I'm not gonna be showing this off with the MIP. I'm just gonna be, I'll pick it up, I'll go in the closet and give you a closer look at the MIP, but that's it. I won't turn them on or anything. Maybe I could, but unfortunately I don't have the old table anymore, so I'm gonna have to find a different place to place him down on. So I should have done this when he was away, but that's fine. So let's go.
Hey guys, I'm gonna make a video comparing Boomer and MIP, which you'll see probably which one's better.
And then you can see the profile picture is the RS Media concept picture of him having the V2 hands with the white and black and blue on him. Like you see, it popped.
Hey guys, I'm gonna make a video comparing Boomer and MIP, which you'll see.
Yeah, see, it just pops up right there. And once again, just like the jump scare, just like the Barney era videos, you can tell that there's gonna be a jump scare because those things brighten up the little borders. Okay, so the biggest difference, the same similarities is that they both balance. That's the big on them.
Right now, MIP is on the Jester mode.
So basically, MIP has 7 different game modes on the thing, and well, the MIP and I don't know about the Turbo Dave, which that one had a guard mode. It had a guard mode on that one, but MIP doesn't. I mean, the Jester mode kind of is a guard mode where you go past it and it does certain things, but I don't know about but there's the X mode, there was the Jester mode, there was another, stack, well, the Turbo Dave couldn't stack, or I'm not sure, but the newest one was guard mode, which is, you protects you, and, if you pass by something, then he will scare you or whatever, which they made that for Despicable Me 3, I didn't mention that in the reviews video, but the dark blue is the default mode, which is MIP mode, so this is the one where you kind of give it, you forward, you put your hand in front of it, and it will go backwards. You swipe left, it will go left. Swipe right. But then the Michael Kosnick's version, who is the creator of the MIP, from XYZ Interactive, I'm gonna point out the differences. I think that should be a new video. I think that should be another video. I should do it in the same video, but I think that should be another difference, showing you the differences between those MIPs, because there was a wire poking out, the battery compartment was different, the tray was different, the color was different, the eyes were different, the box was different. Obviously, it was way before it was approved by WowWee. The sound effects were different, the wheels were different, the stand was different. I don't think it had the battery. So we'll get to that later, but basically, Michael Kosnick's version of the MIP is that if you placed your hand in front of it, it would actually do a 360 spin. But this one doesn't. So, and yes, the gestures are kind of flawed. Like they don't really respond too well, but it's okay.
Where he takes gestures, he's supposed to follow your hand.
And plus, once again, this is from when he was on that crappy Android tablet. Because he said it in the RoboSapien Review 2 video that he had to do it on his tablet. And the Wi-Fi does not work. Like, it does not connect to his home network. No matter how good the connection is. So, I don't know. But that's why the camera quality is so crappy.
See?
But there's not really any sensors on the back of him. So he can't detect anything from the back. I think that's another flaw. You're going to see there's going to be a lot of flaws with the roaming mode. Which, it's been a while since I've talked about MIP, so I might have forgotten some of them. But the other problem is that there's not... Here, hold on. That there's not really sensors on the side of him. See, there's not really, like, side sensors. There's only... These are the transmitters on the front. Another honor shelf thing. So, he'll only detect stuff from the front. And you kind of see that when he's on something like this... Oh, whoops. When he's on an obstacle like this, he kind of gets stuck on it, and then he does it back up first before he turns around. So they should have put more sensors on his arms and all that other stuff. And the biggest thing is that he turns too often. So that causes his motors to like slow down, and it will cause him to die a lot easier. It would have been good, it would have been fine if he went fast and did it. But there's also sometimes where, he turns like this. He only turns on one wheel. And I don't know what that is, and sometimes there will be times where he, gets caught up on something and then he speeds up fast. It makes more sense if I showed it, but I can't show it right now. And you can see this this was when I got it. Because I already told you the story about how when I first got this, they were actually planning on sending it back for some reason. So my mom had to rush over there and get it before it was too late. Well, there's mom downstairs talking, but then it was brand new in the box. It wasn't brand new in the box. It was used though, but it was like that when I got it. But yeah, and also it makes a grind. See, listen. See, it makes more of a grinding noise with this gyros. And it kind of another problem is that it rocks back, it does this and then it goes forward. So that's another problem with it.
And Boomer does that. Well, Boomer tracks and...
See, he was just about to hit MIP right there with the tail.
He does actually more than Boomer does. A lot more. Just to say,
it's still limited. MIP is still limited, but still.
All he does. He does not really roam. This is his
that's what him explore this and that roaming around, driving around. This is just him doing random pre-programmed things. The autonomous mode, according to Spin Master, is just when they're waiting to hear a command. Which that's not autonomous mode. Autonomous mode is where it explores his environment, which it kind of is, but it's just really just showing off his pre-programmed things. Which it gets boring after a while, after 3 seconds, so, yeah. I mean, he says that Boomer's, MIP is better, but the really good use for Boomer is just if you're absolutely, completely, and utterly bored and have nothing else to do, that's what Boomer's for.
Not much of a roam mode.
See, that's his dance demo.
I mean, sometimes he'll go forward and come right back.
That's what he always does. Sometimes he will just do this. This is not Boomer, but that's literally all he would do. He would literally just do that. Just go in a circle, just come right back to where he came from. You'll see later, so.
I mean, his balancing isn't as good as MIP's.
I mean, yeah, and they will eventually, obviously, they've made it already, but at the time, it was a new thing, but Miposaur came out the next year in 2015. MIP came out in spring of 2014, and Miposaur came out in 2015. Then Coder MIP came out in 2016, Turbo Dave in 2017, and MIP Arcade in 2020. So they had like a 2-year gap between not making
Easier, I
MIPs.
think.
There's also the buildable MIPs. There was also the RC Mini and Robosapien and Miposaur.
Obviously, because his wheel.
There was no custom Miposaurs. There was only just one of them, and they only made one color of them. With MIP, there was white and black, black and silver, which is that one, gray, silver, pink, gold. Not the Michael Kosnick's version, but, and then a turquoise one. But once again, they just did the same thing. They just sold you different colors. Which, by the way, I think there's these little spinner things. Oh, no, I have a red one. Okay. Wait, do I have a... So, there's like these little fidget spinner things that kind of look like Mr. Electric from Shark Boy and Lava Girl. These things. These things right here. Wait. Yeah, these things right here. That I've just admitted that I just buy these just for the colors. And I don't even use them. I just buy them just for colors. Once again, that's how they get your money. It's just to change the color up to it for interesting.
Smaller. But
see, look at that. He just backs up, and then he gets angry with the tail.
See, he almost broke his tail right there. That actually is not supposed
that's
to
happen. That's an error when it does that.
When he does that. Plus, he has a lot more moving parts than MIP. All that moves on MIP.
The gyros and motors are the things that can break on him.
This is Boomer's controller. This is MIP's controller. You use an app.
Yeah, which the one thing I kind of wish... Oh, sorry. The one thing I actually kind of wish... There's like also another problems with the app that I wish would be done. But like the dancing mode, you know, the path mode where it doesn't always... Like it will... The dancing mode is the biggest problem with the MIP app. Where it will just continue dancing once you tell them to stop. And I wish you can use Spotify capabilities. That would be really cool. But you have to tap into your iTunes library in order to find music for him. Which sucks. But the biggest thing I really wish is the battle mode. I wish it had the AI chip that Rev had. Where it can actually detect... Like, you can play against a computer. Like a robot, a human against a computer. That would be really cool. That would be perfect. But MIP came out in 2014. Now it came out in 2015. So, yeah. So you really need another friend to find the battle. And I had 2 MIPs and 2 phones. I just never used the MIP app. Also making more weapons instead of just the lasers. And also the character. Just like the Action 52, how it always starts with ooze when that's the programmer's personal interest. Which somebody said that it was reason why it's like that was because it was like a fundraiser or like a competition of a high score, and that's why it's always ooze in the programmer's like recommendation, but it's still crap. And just like the avatar, it doesn't change the actual MIP itself, it just changes the avatar on the phone.
See, like he doesn't really.
And plus, mainly when they were at CES, the things that were released on it were just boxing, dance, drive, path, and another one, dancing. So battle and stacking were not there yet. We're on that one. And plus, there was no copyright information on the back of it, no FCC stuff, no stuff on the here. There was no stuff on, no copyright information, none of this, and there was none of that. I only put here. The only reason I put this on is just so, because, watch. See how loud that is? That's why I put this thing on it so it cushions the impact. Watch. Still loud, but yeah, it's just another flaw. It's not soft. Just like the Just Play's prototype, extremely rare Robosapien plush. That there was only like 15 of them, 5 of them made, and the Nova Anthony has one of them, or he's probably got all of them. The Ultimate Gamer, Project Nova Zero, Tony and Florida, blah blah blah.
Roman show you.
So now this is the part where it talks about the roaming, but I've basically explained all of the problems.
His chest changes colors.
But I kind of wish I told.
So Mip actually roams better than Boomer because he actually goes places. But the thing I don't
And
like
there's
about
also
Mip's
there's not a bunch of sound effects. Like it just does the. It only does the whistling once, and then it does the brr and the beer noises. It just does those two sounds, and that's it. There's no other sound
every 2
effects.
seconds. Sometimes that's not enough for him to get anywhere. And look at how he slows down.
See, that's
every time
just
he
what.
turns, he gets slower because it's hard for his motors to start up again.
And it makes a grinding noise as well. The gyros.
It looks to me like every minute, its motors get slower. There are some times where.
So it would have been better if it was faster. If it was faster, then it would actually be good that it turns every 2 to 3 seconds. At least 10 to 15 seconds. But I think just like Jobot, I kind of thought it was stupid how he backs up like super far for some reason. I don't know if that's just mine, but so I think they now recognize that hey, people are not living in mansions like us. So let's just make it turn every 2 to 3 seconds so it's not bumping into stuff constantly. So I think they were aware that people are low class, so that's why people were living in houses that had too much clutter, so the robots wouldn't be able to move anywhere. Just them freaking turning like 10 to 15 seconds. So that's the reason why they turn every 2 to 3 seconds was because WowWee was concerned that people would be living in houses with too much clutter, so the robots they wouldn't be able to go anywhere. Something like that, but
even turn when he
so it's like don't you ever clean up this place? Like Billy Josephine second gen says.
Turns because he turns too often. If they were to have make go for it for about 5 or 10 seconds,
maybe 15, but it's 5 to 10 seconds was the best.
Which
was it the 16-hour thing?
For 2 or 3 seconds.
Oh no, okay.
With turning.
See, look, that's what I'm talking about. Like it will get here. This is mostly about Boomer. This is mostly about Mip, and that's it. But he will do this. He will do that. And you just saw he was lighting up because it's a capacitor. See? See, it's the capacitor storing energy right there. It's kind of like one of those Spark toys. Like it's an $100 one. Or $99.99 or $128 as these. They're mostly like $50. That's what they're asking $99, but he got 2 of them for $50 each, or like all of them for $50 or something.
Time to have his motors get to full max.
It's like something all over the wheels. It's not what you think it is. They could add more sounds to it.
More sounds for it to do. It only makes one sound. Like it makes. Oops.
Maybe same for the other modes. Maybe the same for the other modes. They just like the beer, the tricks mode where it just does it's supposed to be saying trick, so trick, and they can't do diagonal. It can't do diagonal in Tribot, so it can't. It's only supposed to do forward, back, left, and right, or swipe left, swipe right. I mean, it was big like. it kind of does that. So I mean, I guess I got my wish granted. It kind of does go diagonally. And also, what I like to do with the Trester mode is I like to put it in like a very long place, send it off, and then we'll just start driving forever until it bumps into something.
No. It just does that noise once.
But the rest of the time, it'll just do the.
When it starts, but the rest of the time, it just makes that noise and the bo noise.
And it doesn't do it too often, so you won't be able to tell what sounds they are.
He actually goes places. Boomer doesn't go anywhere. And this is Spin Master. That's WowWee. WowWee's the only good robot at the moment, besides the fact that they made it turn every 2 seconds.
Yeah, see, look, like it gets caught on something and then it like accelerates fastly.
The motor is actually slower than when I first started it. It gets slower. Because, again, the motors don't have enough time to speed up.
And then there's the can right there.
At least he still gets places. See, like,
look, he just came right back.
Right back. He was just in this. He was just standing there. He went there and came back. That is not roaming.
Like I said, that what Spin Master classifies as a roaming mode is just when it's waiting to hear a command. But that's not roaming, though.
This boomer is nothing like the prototype. Nothing like it. It's nothing like the prototype.
Yeah, see, look.
The prototype actually would
maybe that's what it's trying to do. Maybe it's like trying to hit something and then it will like stand itself back up. I don't know.
Forward really slow, and it looked like it did more actually. This one is annoying. And
it doesn't even have a volume control. Like somebody went, Easy Vid Wiki said in the one of the videos that there's no volume control, which there actually is volume control on MIP. It's just it's on the app. So basically, the only way you can, because I actually encountered a glitch that when it's with low batteries, if it falls down, it will actually become louder for some reason.
Control doesn't have a mute button. You'd think since the fact that it never shows.
Because obviously parents are not gonna like this. It's realistic. It's realistic, but realistic. But it's just very annoying.
Gyros or his motors. Him, several things can break.
Because like say, he doesn't turn to the side anymore. And the there.
And that's how he dances. This is his dance.
And see, it's got the white cover. It's got the white cover on him.
And his remote doesn't have very much. You basically can control. This is probably the best thing about Boomer is the fact that you can just control it with the remote. Other than that, yeah, he's not really anything. See, at least you can control him. Otherwise, he'd be really worthless.
But once again, other than that, if he doesn't have the remote, it's one of those things where if he doesn't have the remote, it's completely useless.
And the thing that's smarter about him than MIP is that he recognizes how far you're pushing this button. Look, if I push it a little bit...
I think maybe the MIP app actually does that. But I have to show it I'll show you maybe one day, but...
It's gonna go slow. See? But if I push it all the way up, he's gonna go full blast.
Maybe that was just an older version of the app. So I have to try that one day, but I couldn't.
Doesn't do that.
But he does. But it just yeah.
A little bit better, but still, the fact that it doesn't really do much. And you have to hold down the button and control it. Otherwise, when you just push this, it turns its head and tail. This is the chomp button.
And in the angry mode.
There you go. And this is another flaw with the toy. As you can see, it didn't even stay angry for 10 seconds.
It could have been that thing where if you like, just like Myposaur or any other toy, like if you keep on like jerking the tail, then it will get even more angry. So maybe they could have made the thing where if you pushed it even more, it would like get even like extremely just like flat out angry. Like, just completely destructive. But no, they didn't do that. Just one push and then it goes off for 5 seconds. Maybe they just wanted to make it in such... so it's easy to use. Because if once it's in angry mode, if they did it to where it's like 10 minutes where it's uncontrollable destruction, then there would be no way for a kid to stop it unless you push the stop button again. That's the way, but... so that's it. Just push it, have it go off for 10 minutes. If a kid wants it to stop, then push it again.
It's not even a mode.
It only has happy mode.
This isn't even a real mode. It only has happy mode, really.
So that's what they should have done. If they want, so that, I mean, but I think that's the reason why they thought that kids, because like what I have to do with the MIP is I didn't know you can actually clap or snap your fingers or make noise for it to go because of the microphone. So I used to just turn it back off again and turn it back on again and start it back up again.
If you put it in angry mode, it should stay in there
for like a 5-10 minutes before it goes back to normal.
Or at least 5 minutes. Because in angry mode, it should stay red. The eyes should stay red and it should be attacking.
So I think that's what they should have done. Make it go for 5 to 10 minutes. Have it, make it to where if you like, maybe the more you push it, the more it will get angry. Like the more time it will. So if you like like continuously keep on pushing it, the longer it will go. And if you wanted to like just push, like hold down it slowly, and then it will like stop. So, because I think that's the reason why they didn't do that, because they were afraid that kids wouldn't be able to control him after he goes angry. So there'll be no way to stop him. So I think that's why they did that. But that's not really my idea. That's really his idea. Just do it for 10 minutes, but maybe make it to where every single push it adds on time and it gets more angry. And if you want him to stop, you just hold down the button and then he will go back to normal. Or just like that. Like push it like extremely fast to increase the time of him being angry and increase his anger, and push it slowly to stop him. They should have done that. It's so much better. Obviously, they're not making Boomer anymore. He's discontinued, and they stopped making the Zoomer toys. I haven't heard of them make any new ones, so. But if they make a new version of Boomer, not happening, then that's what I would like them to do.
Messing around with it with their hands, it was trying to actually bite at them.
Which there's like a Chomplings. There's a Chomplings toy that if you were to like hot hands, you place it in its hand, and if it turns certain colors, it will like bite you. Or like sometimes it'll fake it, but then if it like turns like red or something, then you have to get your hands away or else it bites you. Obviously not real teeth, it won't cut your hand off, but
Do that.
I actually had one of the Zompling. I actually got it as a birthday present, thinking it was the actual Boomer toy, but no, it's fine.
He has the curious mode.
The purple mode.
Which, see, and then he sort of follows you around. This could be a tracking mode too, I guess. And you're supposed to be able to make him. You're supposed to be able to make him do 360 turns, like switch his tail, but it's hard to control him. See, like.
See, and then it's like blue.
See, this is crazy. His head is actually broken. It doesn't turn this way. So mine already is broken, in a way. I mean, it's nothing big, but it's.
Oh, geez.
Turn. If you hold your arm up, it's supposed to start sitting down.
Just like with Miposaur, you put your hand forward, it will sit back. Put it forward, it will sit down. Clap back, clap, and it will come back up. Or do this, and it will frighten it. Or like, but that's the noise. That's like the noise it makes. And then like shakes or whatever.
Because it doesn't listen in general. Yeah. One little thing will trip this toy.
Let's say a AAA.
Nope. You're not going to fall that way this time. Let's just say, let's try and run it over a AAA. Let's see if it stumbles.
Yeah, it doesn't.
Oh, well, you missed it. Oops. Ah, goddammit.
See, it was about to trip, but it falls over way more easier than MIP.
Well, it trips pretty easily. Like, it trips way easier than MIP. When you push the button or hold your hand up, it's supposed to go into this purple mode. And it's supposed to track your hand.
I'm about to end this video. In like 2 minutes, but because it's gone on for way too long, but it's fine. I know like some of the newer ones, like you can like hypnotize him and then he'll become different things, but this is the old, that's like gesture.
But again, his head is broken, it doesn't turn this way. And I'll show you MIP's tracking mode.
And there's the Big Bird. Like the biggest thing, like the most well-known thing about this is just these videos. It's just a Disney wallpaper. I think I actually had a problem with the old MIP, not this one, but the old one I used to have, where it would like give like double tricks. So like it would just like trick. Like it would just constantly keep on giving tricks for some reason, for whatever.
He has 4 AAA batteries. He has a chargeable USB battery.
But they're making... Okay, let me just explain them.
It's like Zoomer, but they're making MIPs with those rechargeable battery packs too now, which will come with extra stuff. accessory, like a stunt track, like it can, like, because since
A
it's a mountain,
teeter-totter,
it's
that's
supposed
what
to be
it
able
is.
to drive up things,
And
but
it's supposed to have, it has like wheels, like off-road tires, which they also have. So, but the biggest thing about the rechargeable batteries is that people are filing complaints into WowWee saying that they were having trouble powering it on. But the thing is that the contacts aren't actually long enough to touch the battery pack, unlike MIP, the normal one. So what do you have to do? It's probably not listening, but like you have to like tighten it. You have to tighten it all the way in, and then like squeeze it in, and then tighten it all the way in. But usually with this one, it's long enough to where I can only put half the screws in. Oh, sorry. Aspect ratio is probably messed up, but yeah, you just have to squeeze it and then tighten it. But I don't know if the Coder MIP is backwards compatible with the original, with just the batteries, or if it needs the rechargeable one. Bye.